guys? You are here today. It's it's your boy Monks, Ivid Crypto, etc. And we are going to be discussing what the fuck is going on. Sorry for my language, just got demonetized in there. We're going to be discussing what's going on with crypto. And yeah, so I meant to do this video probably about 5, 6 years ago. I know, but yep. But here I am doing it today. You know what I mean? Not a moment too soon. And yeah, so the first thing we're going to be talking about is what is going on with it. So obviously, on the one hand, there's loads of money in there, like absolutely nearly trillion, nearly you know what I mean. There's about the same amount of money in crypto as there is in Apple. Do you know what I mean? Or Tesla or some shit. So you can kind of see where the issue is, because immediately Apple, Tesla, products. You know what I mean? I could bloody spit without seeing a Tesla. I can't even look left or right without seeing an iPhone. Do you know what I mean? Got a spare one here. So right, what I'm saying is, yeah, how can it have such a huge market cap and still not provide any products or services? Now, that is interesting because, in essence, it just means that it's all speculative at the moment, isn't it? Now, there are immediate use cases of crypto. There are immediate ethical use cases of crypto. For example, if you look at coins like XLM or Polygon or Chainlink, do you know what I mean? They, like XLM, for example, low cost way of sending money internationally. Much better, much more efficient than for example Western Union or something like that, which charges you like 10%. You know what I mean? You can literally send $1 million on XLM and pay maybe like £1, two pence. Now, before you all start rushing to buy XLM, let me buy some more first. You know what I mean? But not serious. So XLM's a great project. Now, if we look at what's going on with government projects like Chainlink, they're speaking to a lot of central banks about how can they be like the double entry bookkeeping platforms and bases of kind of government spend tracking in the future. Now, the reason that all of these coins aren't like go burr, go crazy is because of the fact that they also raise a lot of privacy and ethics concerns. And like, for example, if every sort of government contractor or spend or everything is being done by double entry bookkeeping that's automatic and mandated, then it creates issues for, like, for example, what happens if you're in a country where, like, the government, like Spain, do you know what I mean? They don't want people to watch porn or some shit. And you've got your hard-earned dollars, and you want to spend it on OnlyFans, and you know you're not allowed to do that. So, like, if obviously if these coins take mass adoption and are using government infrastructure, they do kind of limit the the freedoms of the populace. So, what does that mean? That means that ultimately, the amount of money that can be put into creating use case products and projects is bottlenecked by ethics committees, and rightfully so. Do you know what I mean? Like, thank God for the ethics committees. Like, where would we be without them? Do you know what I mean? Just recently, we've been looking at the fact that there's a lot of unregulated kind of creation going on in the AI space, and you know, God forbid that we manifest another Black Mirror episode or something crazy like that. So yeah, for those reasons, I'm enthusiastic on the on where we are in crypto. Like, do you know what I mean? I don't want it to go too fast. I don't want it to go too slow. But I felt like now is the perfect time to make this video because, yeah, here we are 6 years later and the products still haven't materialized. And I think a big part of that, we can really speak about what's going on with Polygon for a big part of that. You know what I mean? I don't want to throw my boys at the purple thing under the bus, but you know what I mean. a lot of financial backing. And not to say that there's nothing to show for it, but there's not a lot to show for it. Do you know what I mean? So it's like ultimately, on the creator side, how many of us are actually taking the money that we made and putting it into useful things? Polygon. But okay, whatever. We'll move on because we can look at Polygon and we can say, yeah, that's what's going on there. But we can also look at, like, for example, yeah, my mind's a little bit stuck. What else can we look at? We can look at like, for example, Voltcoin, and the guys at is it Cake or something like that? I'll link it below. But yeah, so there's loads of like ethical crypto saving projects that kind of are being used for good purposes, and I've personally seen them go through multiple bear runs, so I know at least that they're not just a cash grab. Do you know what I mean? And I think linking kind of crypto with these ethical projects that are being ethically maintained and managed is kind of how we're going to see useful use case products being developed in the future. Yeah, so it's 7:57. Thanks for listening, and I hope this was beneficial, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye bye.